Give me supernatural power and I will end all evils around the world. I'm sure you will like that. The priesthood is more than that for me. The church in the name of Christ takes what is ordinary, the man, and makes it extraordinary, the priest. The priest continues the work of Christ on earth in persona Christi capitis, in the person of Christ. St. John Vianney says, the priest continues the work of redemption on earth. If we really understood the priest on earth, we would not die of fright, but of love. The priest is the love of the heart of Jesus. His heart is as beautiful as these roses. And for me, a priest without deep love is an empty vessel, even with all the abracadabras. The priesthood is an experience proper to a man, a believer, and a Christian who slowly feels he is responding to the call of God to be at his service in the church for the benefit of all men and women. The priest is a person very close to God in faith and ministry, but he's also very close to men and women who sees him as father and ask for his help for the best relationship with God. He becomes a father, a brother, and a friend of all through the discipline of celibacy. This is not a punishment, but a sweet daily struggle he dashes through by the help of the divine, most holy high priest. Our people perhaps do not always understand what the priesthood means, and they do not always know the best way to relate with a priest. The priest must accept this serenely. Humanly, the priest feels moments of weakness, tiredness, temptation, and bewilderment. This must not discourage him because the Lord knows that he is a man and always follows him with love and mercy. The priest's joy is to feel humble, available, accessible, generous, deeply in love, and close to every kind of humanity which he is sent to announce salvation to, and in this process build what we call the ecclesia communion. Every high priest has been taken out of mankind and is appointed to act for men and women in their relations with God, to offer gifts and sacrifices for sins, and so he can sympathize with those who are ignorant or uncertain, because he too lives in the limitation of weakness. That is why he has to make sin offerings for himself as well as for the people. No one takes this honor on himself, but each one is called by God as Aaron was. Hebrews chapter 5 from verse 1 to 4. Do not be criticizers. Do not be condemners of your priests. Love your priests and support them spiritually with your prayers. Support them materially with your gifts. Your work is not to be negative towards your priest. You pray for them and you support them. You are my sister, you are my mother, you are my brother, and you are my father. And we walk together on this journey, taking the church of God back to Christ, who is her divine spouse. I pray for you today that you not become a scandal as a Christian, as you pray for me and all priests all over the world, not to become scandals in the church. May the power of the priesthood that is circulating all over the world, being led by the Pope, the bishops, and every ordained minister of God, come upon your family with fruitfulness, with change, with transformations in all ramifications of life. That as you partake in every mass, may Jesus be your permanent guest. May the Lord bless you through Christ. Amen.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son,